with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
Good evening, I'm Haley Potter. Thanks for joining us for tonight's edition of the Erie News NOWCAST. Work is continuing around the clock to try to connect the unaccompanied migrant children staying here in Erie County with any family they may have in the United States. We've learned that the emergency intake site set up here is one of a dozen new locations across the nation, helping to take the pressure off those overcrowded Border Patrol facilities. Some sites are military bases or expo centers with a capacity for thousands, but whether small or massive, the goal is the same: to safely reduce the time it takes to unify unaccompanied children with sponsors. They want to ensure that the standards of care are the same for the girls aged 7 to 12 flown here last week as the government's permanent license facilities. We're told the children are continuing to thrive here in their craft activities, making bracelets for the staff looking after them. HHS officials tell us many of the girls do say they have a family member in the States. Some of them are in New York or New Jersey. And they are to reach out to the Refugee Resettlement National Call Center at 800-203-7001 or email information@orrncc.com for assistance. Now, the call center doesn't verify or authenticate relationships, and they can't share location info with the family members. It's caseworkers at shelters like this one who are responsible to respond, collect the info needed to verify the relationship, and then place the child with a parent, sponsor, or legal representative. And Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf received his first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine today. The governor received his first shot of the Moderna vaccine at a health center in York, Pennsylvania. The governor says he wanted to wait until every Pennsylvanian was eligible to get his own shot. He says he hopes his vaccination sets an example for anyone considering getting a vaccine to do so. State officials say Pennsylvania ranks 10th nationwide for first doses administered. Wolf is one of more than 1.5 million partially vaccinated Pennsylvanians. Meantime, more than 2.5 million Pennsylvanians have been vaccinated against COVID-19. That adds up to be about 19% of the state's total population. Locally, a quarter of Crawford County and a quarter of Erie County have been vaccinated. Warren County is lagging behind the state with about 15% vaccinated. You can always find the latest COVID-19 facts and figures on our website, erienewsnow.com. And Chautauqua County, New York is holding a vaccine clinic tomorrow in Jamestown. All New York residents ages 18 and older are able to get vaccinated tomorrow. It's taking place tomorrow at Jamestown Community College on Curtis Street. It's a first dose Moderna vaccine clinic, so it's open to people 18 and over. You can schedule in advance for any time between 1 and 6 p.m. tomorrow. We have details on our website, erienewsnow.com. And PennDOT says road work will begin soon on a bridge in Hayfield Township, Crawford County. PennDOT says the work is scheduled to begin on May 3rd. Work will include removing barriers, installing a new guide rail, and other upgrades. A detour will be posted using Route 6 and Interstate 79. PennDOT says the work should be done by May 28th. And on Friday, a gunman opened fire at a FedEx facility in Indianapolis, killing 8 people and injuring a few others and then taking his own life. Although the shooter's motive is yet to be known, 4 of the people killed in the shooting were members of the Sikh religion, leaving the community as a whole really shook up. Tonight, I sat down with some members of the Sikh Cultural Society here in Erie to hear their thoughts about the recent shooting and the discrimination their religion often feels. Their main message is for all of us to just that education is key. They want people to understand how generous their religion is and encourage people to visit their temple to learn more. They just want to bring awareness to their small community.
I feel, the more people know or are aware of what our religion stands for, the more they know, the less fear and ignorance they will have, and more assimilated we can feel in the community.
I'll have that full story tonight on Erie News Now at 11. Turning now to blood banks, there's a national shortage of blood donations, and locally there's less than 1 day's supply of most blood types. The blood bank says blood donors are needed now and for months to come. Blood centers nationwide have reported a decrease in blood donations over the last few weeks. They say it's been especially challenging to get donors because of the pandemic. The blood bank says you don't have to wait to donate after getting vaccinated against COVID-19. Just so you know, the blood bank is especially asking for new and lapsed donors to give blood. Blood bank leaders say donating blood is a habit that has a huge impact on the community.
So we're the local blood supplier, and we rely on the community to make sure that we have enough units for the people in the hospitals here in Erie County. Right now there is a shortage throughout the entire United States. So, we don't have the ability to get this from anywhere else. It's not something you can manufacture, and there's no substitute. So we really are asking the community.
The local blood bank says all donors will receive a coffee gift card and will be automatically entered to win a $100 gift card to a home improvement store of their choosing. You can find out more about donating blood on our website, erienewsnow.com. And Union City Area High School said goodbye to their 30-year-old concession stand today, as they plan to make room for a new and larger facility. The demolition comes as part of the school district's plan to completely overhaul the school's outdoor athletic complex. This project is in phase 1 of the plan, a plan that's coming together through the work of both the school district and community volunteers known as the Union City Sports Complex Committee. While the pandemic hurt volunteers' fundraising efforts, the school district stepped in to fund the project so that the new building would be ready to go by the time fall sports begin.
When all is said and done, we're going to have an outstanding sports complex facility for our student athletes and our community. And the best part about it, it will be built from the foundation up, from the community and the school district in a joint effort.
The entire project will cost about $590,000. Thanks for joining us for the Erie News Nowcast. Join us for our next news at 10 p.m. on the CW and 11 p.m. on WICU and WSEE. Have a great night.